MBSB said it has been notified by Bank Negara Malaysia that the Ministry of Finance has granted approval for its acquisition of MIDF. In a filing with the exchange today, MBSB said the deal will result in a well-capitalized financial services group which is financially resilient to compete in the market with a stronger balance sheet. MBSB Group Chief Executive Datuk Nur Azam M. Taib said the combined strength and expertise of the two entities will enable the expansion into new and larger customer segments through tailored financing, structuring and advisory solutions for consumer and corporate clients. MBSB is 65.87% owned by the EPF, while MIDF is wholly owned by PNB. There are no provided details of this proposed merger, though it is widely known that it will be effected entirely via a share swap. Citing a source familiar with the plan, The Edge previously reported the EPF is expected to emerge as the single largest shareholder in the merged entity, with PNB holding less than 20%. The Armed Forces Fund Board or LTAT avoided the need to seek the Finance Minister's approval for its bid to privatise Boustead Holdings after it divested a 4.95% stake in Affin Bank. The fund sold the shares to State Financial Secretary Sarawak for 221.74 million ringgit cash, shaving its shareholding in the lender to below 50% post-privatisation from the indicative 54.1%. UOB Kay Hian, the principal advisor for the privatisation deal, said this means the corporate exercise no longer requires a waiver from Bank Negara Malaysia. The remaining central bank approval for LTAT's move is for compliance with Section 87(1) of the Financial Services Act in regard to the ownership threshold of above 5% of Affin Bank. UOB said this condition must be fulfilled by June 12 this year. It said as at Tuesday, LTAT had accumulated 75.05% interest in Boustead. Property developer LBS Bina Group said its indirect subsidiary LTAT Engineering has inked a memorandum of understanding with Turkey-based Desan Desan to explore the feasibility of developing a shipyard in Tanjung Buras, Melaka. The proposed shipyard to undertake shipbuilding and ship repair works is to be developed over 3 phases on 485.62 hectares of reclaimed land with a value of over 2 billion ringgit. Under the agreement, both parties will also explore the possibilities of obtaining support from the relevant authorities, subsidies and soft long-term finance, among others. The MOU will be effective for 12 months from April 13, 2023, unless renewed by mutual agreement of the parties or when both parties enter into a definitive agreement. According to Tan Sri Lim Hock San, who chairs both LBS Bina and LTAT, Desan is a prominent Turkish shipyard solutions provider. He said this business will be a suitable growth industry for LTAT's Melaka Industrial Islands project. Ace Holdings applied to be placed under judicial management last month under Section 405 of the Companies Act. Court papers cited by The Edge following a file search revealed that the application was filed with the High Court's Commercial Division by Messrs Vinu and Lopax on March 13th. A second case management was fixed today after Koperasi Permodalan Felda Malaysia II applied to intervene. The court fixed May 17th for the judicial management petition. In the affidavit supporting its application, Ace Holdings founder Datuk Chong Chimeng said the company's financial position has been affected and it is currently unable to pay its debts. So it's seeking aid via this corporate rescue mechanism to ensure its survival and the preservation of its business. The company is looking to have Datuk Robert Teo from RSM Corporate Restructuring Malaysia as its judicial manager and to be placed under judicial management for 6 months. Borrowers under the EPF Account 2 Support Facility program are at risk of being blacklisted if they fail to make timely repayments. Deputy Finance Minister Datuk Sri Ahmad Maslan said this is the risk of using this facility, although in the case of a default, banks cannot take the money from the borrower's EPF accounts until they reach 50 years old, as this facility is not collateral. Last week, the EPF announced that eligible members may apply for personal financing from banking institutions by using their account to balance as support for their loans. Amid various reactions from the public, the EPF clarified last week that the facility is targeted at those who have income. Ahmad said today the alternative for this facility is the borrowers must have around 3,000 ringgit to 50,000 ringgit in their account too. For instance, he said, if they have 4,000 ringgit in their account, then the maximum amount they can borrow is 4,000 ringgit.